just from street level here in Birmingham then, a few items from the past year. Patricia met Dr. Lakshmi, pictured there, bottom right, as president of the Hindu Forum of Europe at a meeting in a Gurdwara in Birmingham. And we invited her onto a couple of programs which she enjoyed. They were focused on marriage and family. And then she spoke at an interfaith online meeting with Dr. Harriet Crabtree that we had earlier this year, who you may know as the director of the UK Interfaith Network. And Dr. Lakshmi is a very lovely soul, very distinguished lady. And she then invited us to speak on some of her programs, I think 3 this year. If you can see that one, that was an environmental one for World Environment Day, where I spoke about both ecosystems, I spoke about the ocean, but also about good governance as a means to hopefully convince decision makers to think beyond national self-interest in terms of environmental development. And also on 2 of those presentations, if you can see this slide, there was a message from Roberta Metsola. I was very impressed with her. She's currently the first Vice President of the European Union. I think she's aspiring to become a leader of the European Union from Malta. A very wonderful person, spoke beautifully about Diwali. I was very impressed with her contribution. Then recently I spoke about Healing Our Earth, representing UPF. That was a global online event with people from all over the world. So this was an interplay, ourselves and Dr. Lakshmi, who has a very good foundation in the European Parliament, and it's a very nice experience to work together with her. We also were invited to speak on an Asian TV show. If any of you know Takbir TV, I represented UPF speaking about marriage and family towards one family of humanity. Apparently that goes out to a largely female audience of upwards of 1 million people, according to Hina, the host, Hina Junejo. Just briefly, the Peace Road. Then we participated for the first 3 days ourselves, and 3 of our community did the whole thing. We brought a beautiful couple who I think are on this online call today, Dr. Aderonki and Prince, who valiantly walked during those first 3 days. There'll be another picture of them in a minute. And then we brought a couple of ladies up to the concluding day in Newcastle. That was our contribution to supporting the Peace Road event, which you saw earlier. That's a picture of Prince and Aderonki. Dr. Aderonki receiving Ambassador for Peace Awards at a lovely event in the Mahdi Institute in Birmingham. We had the use of their prayer hall and worked together with that institute. It was our first live event during the pandemic, and about 80 people came, conducted very safely in a very good environment. It was a very nice experience for us to have that there. That was, again, a peace meeting. And finally, Patricia, I would have to say, has worked gallantly this year, bringing hundreds and hundreds of people to UPF events. I'd like to thank her for that, many of the online events. And here she was invited to speak about our peace activities to launch Interfaith Week by the Birmingham Council of Faiths in our council house in the presence of the Deputy Lord Mayor and faith leaders. And then, so just briefly, I'll mention about our Youth for Peace and Development project to conclude. We're looking to create a peace garden and reflective area in an EcoPark in a deprived area of Birmingham, I would have to say, Small Heath, where we've worked before with the project that Tim described. We're hoping to bring 20 young adults, 18 plus, and ideally with a Commonwealth heritage, because we are applying, point number 3, for Commonwealth Games funding for a small grant. And we hope to have a meeting where we can present our case in a few weeks' time. And the main aims are to complete the project in a week and to connect with local schools and the local community, and then have some of the participants return to their local communities in the West Midlands and to multiply what they've experienced. So just a few pictures. That's some pictures from the EcoPark. They take groups of school children, disabled, all kinds of people go there. It's run by the BBC, the Birmingham and Black Country, not the British Broadcasting Corporation, the Birmingham Black Country Wildlife Trust. That's what it looks like in summer. It's about 7 acres of beautiful different environments. But right now, that's what it looks like, because I took this picture 2 days ago. They're actually building a kind of a hall for, I think it can host maybe 60 or 70 people. And we're hoping it'll be finished just in time for our project, for us to be able to use it in late June. The EcoPark is right next to this Eden Girls Academy. It's a very new school, 5 or 6 years old, and you can see, if you just glance quickly at their ethos, serving God, honoring the prophets, loving each other is the central focus of our lives. Our faith can be a force for achieving good in our lives in the world. We want to be the best people of faith and the best British citizens we can be. It's about I think 70 or 80% Muslim girls' school. And I've been in touch with them, and we're hoping that when our young people come to take part in the project, a couple of them will go into local schools like this and empower and inspire the teenagers, secondary school students, with both their example and their vision for the future. That's where we're hoping the young people will stay. We've made a booking for 10 twin rooms in a local hotel. And finally, this is what we're hoping to do in terms of sourcing young people, young adults, 18 plus. Right Honourable Sean Bailey, who's a patron, has offered one of his young activists from West Bromwich, William Gill, and we're liaising with local mosques, places of worship, local communities that we've known for some time, to bring young people who have a Commonwealth heritage. So from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, East Africa, Ghana, Jamaica, and so on. That's our strategy in order to hopefully gain Commonwealth Games funding. Those are the main elements of our project, and watch this space. We hope all will go smoothly, and in the end of June we'll be able to conduct a successful youth project. Thank you very much.